Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Moe Beast series from Pennysbox. Here's a quick look at the box. And then the bottom just has this checkered pattern, nothing special. I think this is a pretty box with a very magical feel to it. I like the colors they went with, and it's got a nice little example of the dolls there on the front. So this is just a 4 set, and then there's a chance of one of the dolls being a hidden or secret, but those are very low chances. So just start off with pulling out the first one, and then here is a quick look at the individual boxes. Also pretty nice design, and again the 4 characters here at the bottom saying Pennysbox. I like to open my boxes from the bottom typically to try and preserve them as much as possible. So here with our first one, we have the mouse character, it seems like. Here's her little character card. Her ears, tail, and spear hands, and her dress and bloomers are separate. And here she is in her blister packaging. And here's a close-up look at her head. One thing I really like about this new series so far is the sculpting they've done with the faceplate is that they've given dimension to the eyelashes. I'm really liking her hairstyle a lot more than I was anticipating just from the promo images. I was thinking she might be one of my lesser favorites, but I'm liking her a lot more up close. And she's got a little bit of green on the top of her head. So they have magnets here in their hair for their ears to attach to. And I like that the ears aren't just held onto their head, or, you know, aren't automatically attached to the hair. So there's some choice with the customization. And then look at the back of the faceplate. You can see the inset eyes. And from what I've heard, it's kind of hard to get them out and take some delicate work if you're wanting to swap the eye pieces out. I'm not going to be doing that today. Another thing I like is I like the ears. I think they're very cute and very fantasy-like. And a quick look at the body posability. The weight distribution of these dolls seems pretty good compared to others from Pennysbox, like the 1/12 scale, and these are actually considered 1/8 scale. So they are bigger, and that does help. But here you can see I've got her able to prop up on, it takes like a little bit of maneuvering, but she is able to hold herself up on one foot. And then aside from that, they feel like the stringing isn't too tight or too loose. Her head is able to easily move, but then stay in a held position. As well as the arms, they don't feel floppy, but they also do feel like they can still kind of hold a position. A quick look at the outfit before it gets put on. So their outfits are all pretty similar, where it's like a little long shirt dress sort of thing and some bloomers with the elastic waistband, and then the dress has Velcro pieces and a slit here for the tail to poke through. And here she is dressed with her wand, and she's got her tail in, and the tail has a it's like a little ball joint on it too, so it can move up and down and move around. I would just be careful with moving it and manipulating it, because those have like it's a tiny little peg that goes in, and it does risk breaking. The wand, I had to switch out her hand part. The hand part was pretty easy to switch out. The wand does feel like it seems to like weigh down her hand a lot more than I was anticipating, but you can like prop it a little on the ground or like prop it against the doll itself, and you'll get her standing with her wand pretty easily. And then onto our second box. Here with our second box, we have It looks to be, okay, this is the sheep character. And we have her character card here. Oh, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I think this is the cat, and there's the back. Here we have her and her blister pack, and her little outfit, and her ears and tail and hands. And here we have the cat with her outfit on and her wand in. She's also got her tail. I like her tail, and I really like her color scheme as well as the whole set so far. Like, it seems that the colors they went with for this whole set are pretty coherent together. The wands, it's funny, I've pulled the two most similar styles next to each other, so there's like a little bit variation with the dresses and the wands, but these two, they'll have the same style dress and the same style like wand where they've got like a little orb in the middle. I really like this character's faceplate where she's just got this really excited look on her face and she's winking. I think that's cute. It is unfortunate you can't see both of her eyes, but you could always switch out the eyes with another faceplate to get a nice look at them. They're a pretty color. She's very green, or this like blue-green. And we can move on to the third doll. And here with our third one, we have the bunny. Here's her ID card, her outfit, hands, ears, and tail. And her tail is probably going to be the littlest of them all. Or maybe the sheep will probably have a little one too. And here is a close-up of her out of her blister package to look at her head. She has very long hair, and it kind of interferes a little with, you know, her head movement, but not too much. She's still able to turn around and such. And here she is dressed with her staff and accessories on. And here you can see she has the little heart shape where the other two have the sphere and their staves. And the outfit is a little different where she has kind of more like a bib, and the other two have sort of like a sailor type collar. I did have to take her hair off completely to get her outfit on. And then another special note about her is that she has her hair magnets in her front piece of hair where the other two have them in the back piece. And that's partly because of, she's got this little headband which is built into the hair. And I'm not so crazy about the hairband being built in the hair. I feel like it limits how you'll be able to dress them and style them later, but it does completely go with her color theme, and it's a pretty neutral kind of accessory. And she has these cute stars in the front too that match. It's with the same color as the headband. Oh, and then one more detail of her is that her ears they all have like a little detailing on them that I hadn't really noticed or mentioned before. So hers has, if we'll focus, she's got little frost flakes here. So she's kind of got, I guess, like a frosty theme. And the other dolls, it seems like the field mouse has like an electric bolt, and the cat over here has sort of like a wind looking symbol, or I'm not quite sure. And then on to the final fourth box. Here we have the sheep's ID card and an up close look at the sheep's face. So the sheep is my favorite one. Here she's got her hair. It's long, but she's got this split in it. And she's got these little bundles in the front. I really like her expression with her eyelids pretty relaxed. And she's got kind of this half gaze. A close look at her little tail. You can see the star on it. Do full rotation. And then her antler also has a star, but it's like a different style star. All right, and here is the sheep fully dressed with her accessories on. One thing I dislike the most about this series is how hard it was to get the staff into the grippy hand. Some of them, it like went in fairly easy, but for the sheep, I had the hardest time, and I'm not quite sure why. Her hand might be like a little more open than the other ones. Not sure. But some highlights of the sheep is that she has hoofed feet instead of paws like the other girls. I really like her little hoofs. I think they're super cute. I like the color contrast she has going. She's got like a lot more bold colors here with having a dark colored staff, the dark brown in her horns and in her hoofs, where the other girls it's just pretty light and pastel throughout the whole look of each character. Another thing is she also has slightly different magnetic spots, so they're here a little on the side because her horns are on the side of her head instead of the top like the rest of them. And then she does have a small tail like the bunny as well, but because her hair is parted here, you can see her tail. Where with the bunny, you can't really appreciate her little tail. Oops. Like the bunny, she also has this style of dress where it's like a little bib instead of, you know, the kind of more sailor collar, but they all, for the most part, have a pretty similar dress and bloomers style outfit. So for each of the characters, they had the same little story on the back of their cards, and I'll include the story, the translation I pulled for it in my video description. But it's like a little story about just magical forest, and then there's a line in it that is supposed to relate to each of the characters, I guess, giving them like a element that it references, and so that's pretty cute. I think Pennysbox does a good job of having some cute stories, and I think they did a great job with having these very individual characters, and I really like the color theme they went with them, where it all feels very cohesive. And then to finish off, here's a quick scale comparison difference between the 1/12 like a humanoid and a centaur from Pennysbox with the Moe Beasts that are supposed to be 1/8. They still have fairly similar sizes in their chest area, so you probably can share clothes between them. It might be a little hard, not all things would fit, but I don't think it'd be too hard to find clothes and clothes replacements for the Moe Beast. Alright, that's everything. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.